Hare Krishna, all welcome to Shubhamangalarati Japa session. And now we'll start with the short Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 18, verse number 48. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, verse number 48. Tiraskritat vipralabdha shakta kshipta hata api nashya tad prati kurvanti tad bhakta prabhavo api. Word to word meaning, translation, and purport by his divinity जैसे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Word to word meaning. Tirha kritha, being defamed, vipralabdha, being cheated, shapta, being cursed, shipta, disturbed by negligence, hata, or being killed, api, also, na, never, asya, all these acts, that them, prati kurvanti, counter, that the Lord's bhakta, devotees, prabhavaha, powerful, api, although he certainly. Translation. The devotees of the Lord are so forbearing that even though they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected, or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. Puppet is about 2 paragraphs. I'll just read it out. Rishi Samika also knew that the Lord does not forgive a person who has committed an offense at the feet of a devotee. The Lord can give direction to take shelter of the devotee. He thought within himself that if Maharaj Parikshit would counter curse the boy, he might be saved. But he knew also that a pure devotee is curious about worldly advantages or reverses. As such, the devotees are never inclined to counteract personal defamation, curses, negligence, etc. As far as such things are concerned in personal affairs, the devotee do not care for them. But in the case of their being performed against the Lord and his devotees, the devotees take a very strong action. It was a personal affair, and therefore Samika Rishi knew that the king would not take counteraction. Thus, there was no alternative than to place an appeal to the Lord for the immature boy. It is not that the Brahmanas are powerful enough to award curses or blessings upon the subordinates. The devotee of the Lord, even though he may not be a Brahmana, is more powerful than a Brahmana. But a powerful devotee never misuses the power of his for personal benefit. Whatever power the devotee may have is always utilized in service towards the Lord and his devotees only. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता श्रीराधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते. तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय कृष्ण तेजस्वी पताका स्वामी प्रधानी तैत्र प्रधानी परम धन धर्म विष्णु कृष्ण कृष्ण तेरे सरस्वती। Hare Krishna. So, in today's verse is from Canto 1, chapter 18, verse number 48. So, in today's verse, I'll just read the translation again. The devotees of Lord are so forbearing that even though they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected, or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. So, this is a very wonderful verse, and Srila Prabhupada has given a very beautiful purport and mainly focusing on how a devotee should be. So, in today's shloka, what we can discuss are 2 points. That is, what are the qualities of a devotee, how a devotee should be, and in case there is any offense we commit, or any aparad we are committing against the devotee, then how do we get a solution for it, right? So in today's verse we'll be discussing these two topics: what are the qualities of the devotee, and when we commit an offense, how are we supposed to deal with it against a devotee. So here, in the translation, Srila Prabhupada is writing that when a devotee is being defamed, or when they are cursed, or when they are being neglected, or even killed, a devotee does not avenge themselves. Okay, so here what Srila Prabhupada is trying to tell, even if all these five scenarios happen, so there is no point where a devotee will go and take back a revenge on them. And that is what Parikshit Maharaj is also doing. So here, if you see, Shamika Rishi is thinking that if Parikshit Maharaj would have cursed back, then it would have been on a balance note. So there would be, one Shringi also cursed Parikshit Maharaj, and Maharaj Parikshit also cursed Shringi. Then in that case, if this scenario would have occurred, then it would be balanced. But when this was on the top layer, what Samika Rishi was thinking, it was on the top layer, thinking that if Maharaj Parikshit would also counter curse, if he would have cursed back Shringi, then it would be on an equal note. Both the teams would be on equal points. But when Simika Rishi is thinking and diving deep into it, Simika Rishi realized that, oh, this cannot happen, because Maharaj Parikshit is a devotee, and devotee will never avenge for themselves. They will not, come back or counter curse, or have this tit for tat mentality when the topic of concern is themselves. So that is how Simika Rishi understood that Parikshit Maharaj will not curse back, because that is not a quality of a devotee. So now we'll understand why a devotee will not do it. So if you see on a general note, usually when a person curses, what happens if somebody is cursing, then there is a tendency that the other party also curses on a normal platform. But why is that a devotee will not curse back? What is the main reason, and how is a devotee getting this quality? So why is it? Is because a devotee does not consider himself as the body. He considers himself as the soul. So why is it happening that when somebody is cursing, why is it that a person instantaneously reacts to it? It is because of this false ego. So I was hearing from His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, when once Maharaj had visited our temple. Maharaj was telling there are two types of ego. One is the true ego, and another is a false ego. So, what is the false ego? False ego is ahankara, that I am this body. I am not the soul. I am the body. When you are on the platform, when a person is on the consciousness, thinking that he's the body, not the soul, that is where the false ego comes into picture. And Maharaj told, and there is another ego, true ego. What is that true ego? That I am the servant of the servant of the servant. Gopi Bharata Padakamalayo Dasa Dasanu Dasa. So that is the true ego. So, when one starts identifying oneself with the body and they're not able to understand that the body keeps on changing, but the soul is eternal, then until they don't understand that, they start taking it, because if somebody is cheating, somebody is defaming, somebody is cursing, it is to the body, it is not to the soul. And that is what the Supreme Lord tells to Arjuna, that when he tells, I cannot fight the battle of Kurukshetra, these are my own people, the Supreme Lord tells, the soul cannot be cut, the soul cannot become moist, it cannot be burnt, it is eternal. So, when one is not identifying oneself with the soul, but is seeing that they are the body, that is when the false ego will come into the picture. So I'll just narrate a small pastime how the great pure devotees, they do not have this bodily concept. They're always on the platform of the soul. So anything and everything that happens, they are seeing it on a platform of the soul. So due to which they are not affected by the outside circumstance. I was hearing too, every Thursday, JSSS happens, and Guru Maharaj is being very merciful, wherein we get the JSSS link on his channel. So I happened to hear from His Grace Mahavaraha Prabhu. Guru Maharaj was Prabhu was telling that when Guru Maharaj, this was his pre-stroke period, before his stroke. So we all know how Guru Maharaj is. Guru Maharaj is so tall, and his bodily features. Every Guru Maharaj is very very huge, right? It could be in case of his bodily features, or it could be in case of his mercy. So when it comes to his mercy, also Guru Maharaj's mercy is uncomparable. So it was we know that time, Guru Maharaj was staying in the Lotus building, and Guru Maharaj is basically very, very, hefty and tall and everything. So it so happened that Guru Maharaj had to attend one of the meetings. And we all know, even now, Guru Maharaj's schedule is very busy. So when Guru Maharaj, and it was a very tight schedule, is what Mahavara Prabhu was mentioning. It was a very packed schedule, and Guru Maharaj had, one after another meeting. So Guru Maharaj was yeah, in a very hurry mood. He finished the meeting. He has to attend another, and those days, Guru Maharaj was personally present in the places where meeting was going on. So Guru Maharaj finished the meeting and he had to go and attend another meeting. So Guru Maharaj, came down. He was in a very hurry mood. He came down from the Lotus building and he got inside his Innova. So when he was doing this, Guru Maharaj was in a very hurry mood. And when he got inside his Innova, he put his sannyasa danda. Guru Maharaj carries his sannyasa danda. He threw his sannyasa danda behind where he sat down on the seat and he threw his sannyasa danda back. because Guru Maharaj was in a very hurry position. And what happened was he did not notice His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj was sitting back. So he threw the danda behind, and what happened? The danda came and hit the head of Maharaj, and then Guru Maharaj realized that the disciples told Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Maharaj is sitting, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is sitting behind, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj is sitting. Then it flashed to Guru Maharaj. Oh, then what Guru Maharaj was not aware about the fact until then. And Guru Maharaj got down. Immediately he got down, and then he opened the door, and Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj came out. And you will not believe it what Guru Maharaj did. I was very moved when his holy no, when Mahaprabhu he told Guru Maharaj got down at that minute when he realized that he by mistake the danda had hit Purushottam Maharaj. He got down and he paid Dandavat pranams to Maharaj. So he folded his hands and he told Maharaj, "You please forgive me. I did not notice it." So your Guru Mahavaraha Prabhu was telling Guru Maharaj did not think who is looking at me, who is not looking. I am a spiritual master. I am in a position of a GBC. How can I bend down? And no, you have to please note this that His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is none other than sannyasi disciple of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj does not have to do it. It is Guru Maharaj's sannyasa disciple. It's his own disciple. It is his own son. Guru Maharaj does not have to ask for forgiveness, but Guru Maharaj did it. Why? Because Guru Maharaj is looking a person from a soul platform, not from bodily connections. So when a person is coming on the platform of soul and not recognizing himself with his body, that is when all these points being defamed, cursed, all this will not even affect. So it is, so we can think, okay, it was maybe Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj. That is why Guru Maharaj did it. No, it is not the case like that. I will give you an example from my own realization how Guru Maharaj. I remember, I think 2 months back or somewhere that time, I had returned to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj was going through his dialysis, and we all know how Guru Maharaj is, his health is not stable, it keeps on fluctuating. So Guru Maharaj did not reply. Usually, Guru Maharaj replies in, a week's time or sometimes even 2 days or so. So it usually Guru Maharaj did not reply. So then I actually prayed to Guru Maharaj that I've not received the reply. And after an hour or so, I received the reply on that particular day. And it was almost 2, 3 weeks after that Guru Maharaj replied. And I still remember the message is just like that in my head. And Guru Maharaj has first written Hare Krishna, Radha Sugopika Devi Dasi, and he's told that please accept my blessings. And immediately after that, Guru Maharaj has written, I am sorry for delaying in reply. Please forgive me. This was what Guru Maharaj had written. Guru Maharaj was asking, Guru Maharaj was apologizing for the late reply. And I was so moved by what Guru Maharaj had replied. He does not have to do it. We are all his spiritual daughters and sons. Guru Maharaj does not have to do it. But why is Guru Maharaj doing it? Because Guru Maharaj is seeing us on platform of a soul. And that is what is the main thing. So that is being when we are soul consciousness, all these will not affect us. So that was the same in case of Maharaj Parikshit. Why did not Maharaj Parikshit counter curse? Because Maharaj Parikshit realized, oh, okay, I have put a dead snake and now he is cursed. And he came back to his consciousness and he again started viewing the boy on the platform of a soul and not on his bodily consciousness. And that is why he did not counter curse. So, otherwise, you can see Shringi is not a very matured boy. Srila Prabhupada is writing that he's a very immature boy. So Parikshit Maharaj could have thought, he's a very immature boy. I also can curse back. No. But Shringi is seen on the soul platform by Parikshit Maharaj. So that is why even you can see in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, how is Maharaj Parikshit getting this particular quality is because of Draupadi. So he is a grandson of Draupadi, right? So Draupadi, when we all know, we have seen in the first canto how when Ashwadhama killed all the sons of Draupadi, and that then Draupadi, Arjuna caught Ashwadhama and he was ready to kill Ashwadhama. Draupadi told, no, don't kill Ashwadhama. Why? Because he is Guru Patni's son. And the Guru Patni will go through the same suffering, the same pain that I am going through after losing my son. So Draupadi could have asked Arjuna to kill Ashwadhama, but she did not. She had this quality of forgiveness, and that is the same quality that Maharaj Parikshit is also showing here. Maharaj Parikshit is forgiving. So, Amoglila Prabhu was telling that in one of his lectures, people think, forgiving is a very easy quality. Somebody has done it, and, forgiving is a very easy thing. But Amoglila Prabhu told that even to forgive somebody, you need kripa, you need the mercy of your guru. It is not easy to forget and forgive. It is difficult than it is being said. It is difficult, it is very difficult to do. And Amoglila Prabhu told that the only way you can do it, the easiest way of forgiveness is only when you have the mercy of your guru, you can forgive anybody else. So that is a very difficult quality to imbibe, because we can see how Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, or many of the GBCs and other spiritual master, they do not, hold on to the grudge. They do not hold on to something somebody has done. They just forgive and forget, because that is the mercy of the Lord. And these forgiveness, tolerance, forbearance, all these are they are all ornaments for a devotee. And this quality of forgiveness, this is the one of the most important quality. Forgiveness and tolerance, they are most important quality, and that is what we can learn from Parikshit Maharaj here. He's forgiving Shringi. It is, see, that is what Srila Prabhupada is writing in the purport, that not that only Brahmanas can curse, and it is not that devotees don't have the power to curse back. No, it is not the case. Devotees do have the power to curse. They are more powerful than Brahmana. This is the exact word Srila Prabhupada has used. They are more powerful than Brahmana. They do have the power to counter curse, but they will not do, because that is not the quality of devotee. Quality of devotee is to tolerate. So, I'll just narrate another pastime by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. We all know how humble Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is. His Holiness is. This was a incident that I actually heard in one of the lecture, and that what had happened was, one of the devotee, he was a neophyte devotee. He had recently joined the temple, and somehow or the other, the devotee could not have the proper facilities for stay and food. somehow or the other, he was not able to, get all these amenities. So one day, what happens? He meets Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and he tells that, he starts shouting at Maharaj. He tells, "What is this? You people, you don't make proper arrangement. There is no food at proper time. I am not getting water to bathe. There is no drinking water available. The infrastructure is not proper." He starts literally shouting at Maharaj, and he shouts at Maharaj and he leaves. And Maharaj is being accompanied by his secretary, and the secretary is standing there and listening to all this. And after this devotee leaves, Maharaj asks, "Where does he stay?" So the secretary of Maharaj finds out where he stays, and he comes back to Maharaj the next day and he tells the where this particular devotee is staying. So Maharaj tells, "Take me to that devotee's place." So Maharaj and his secretary goes, and they go to the devotee's place, and they knock. Maharaj knocks the door, and this devotee is already surprised that he has come. Okay, and he's still angry that the no proper amenities was there and everything. And Maharaj gets inside, and he folds his hand, and he will tell, "Please give me your feedback, and please help me how I can serve you better." So this was the gesture that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj made, and this moved this devotee. The way Maharaj behaved, it moved the devotee, and he was, shook. I have, yelled at this person just a day before, and this person is coming with the folded hands and is asking how can he serve him better. So what more can a person expect? So this was the gesture that Maharaj made, and it changed the person. So here we can see, why did not Maharaj Parikshit? It was not that Maharaj Parikshit was not powerful enough to curse. No, he was powerful enough to curse. But Banaswami Maharaj tells that he gives an example of a prison. So for example, a person, he's put in the prison. Okay, he's given punishment, and he's not given proper food. He's given punishment and everything. And after this, prisoner comes out, and he thinks, okay, even after that punishment, he comes out and he thinks, "Okay, even if I do the same mistake again, what more can they do? They can punish me again. That's all, nothing more they can do." So he will commit the same mistake. But there is no transformation or reformation from this prisoner. But if the same person, if if moral values are given and you behave in a nice way, then in that case, what happens? This person, he'll reform. So the same thing. What do devotees do? Devotees, they do not counter curse, but they behave in such a way that their gestures are in such a way that they don't have to counter curse, or they don't have to take a very big, action, or they don't have to do this, tit for tat mentality. And he was preaching. There was another person who was from another sampradaya, and he was always envious towards Tukaram. And why was he envious? Because all the public, they are praising Tukaram, and they're glorifying Tukaram, they're attending the pravachanas that are given by Tukaram, and this other person, he gets very envious. Because he cannot hold on to that envy, what he does, he takes a whipping stick, and the whipping stick, he knocks the door of Tukaram, and he just starts whipping Tukaram. He whips Tukaram so much that Tukaram starts oozing out blood, and all this happens, and he goes back, he blasphemes Tukaram, and after this, the next day, he would have left the
Internet issue. Can you hear?
No,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Internet, it got disconnected, I think.
Ah, Sugopika Mataji, some internet issues there. Hare Krishna, Sugopika Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can
Yeah,
hear you.
continue. Continue.
Prabhu, till where was I audible? Yes, sir.
Tukaram's pastime you were telling, Mataji.
Okay. So then Tukaram, he went back to this person's house and he gave the whipping stick and he asked him to whip again. So when he did this, this other person, he so much of envy he was having, but then all this, envy got destroyed just by the behavior of Tukaram. So this is the same thing that Maharaj Parikshit is showing here, that whatever Shringi did, he did not counter curse, but through his behavior, he showed that he's able to counter curse, but he does not want. We commit the offense against a devotee. What is the best way to, come out of it is that we go ask for forgiveness at the lotus feet of the devotee. We beg them for forgiveness, and in case somehow or the other we are unable to do it, then I was hearing from a senior Vaishnava, we can go to the lordships and we can beg the lordships to please forgive us, and in this way we can be free from offense. But it does not mean that we commit the offense over and again. We have to be careful with our dealings. So these are some of the points that I could take from today's verse. I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity and for your patient hearing. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patit Pavana Guru Maharaj ki jai.